Now let's see next topic. The topic is cells, and this cell also contains EMF and internal resistance. Let us see what is EMF of a cell and what is internal resistance of a cell. So first of all, you know that we need some kind of source to maintain a constant current in a conductor or in a resistance. So I always use word resistance and conductor interchangeably because a conductor also has some resistance. So I sometimes use word conductor, sometimes I use word resistance. Both have same meaning because a conductor is also a resistance. So now to maintain a steady current in this resistance, we need some kind of source. Let us say this source is a battery. What is a battery? Now let us see what is a battery. So here it is symbolic representation. This is a battery with a positive terminal and a negative terminal, and current is flowing in this resistance from positive terminal to negative terminal. This is the direction of flow of current. So current is flowing like this clockwise. Now let us see what is a battery. So a battery has essentially three parts. One is this positive electrode P, one is a negative electrode N, and third thing is the electrolytic solution. So these are three main parts of a battery. So what does this electrolyte do? It will help charge carriers to migrate from this N to P, N terminal to P terminal. So this is a battery. Now let us see what is happening inside this battery and what are different terms. So from positive terminal, this current is I that is going through in this resistance R, and coming out of this resistance R again going back into this negative terminal N. So this is the wrong direction. This direction is wrong. This direction should be in this. So a current is flowing from positive terminal to negative terminal, and there is an electrolyte. Now there is a this positive electrode and this is negative electrode, and there is a contact between electrolyte and this negative electrode at point B, and there is a contact between this positive electrode and this electrolyte at point A. So these are the point when these electrodes are in contact with the electrolyte. Let us see what is happening. So we know that we need a steady current, then we need some kind of a cell or a battery. So this is electrolytic cell. Why electrolytic? Because we are using electrolyte, a solution of this some kind of salt in this cell or battery. So what is a battery? When we combine two or more cells in a series, that is called a battery. When there is only one, that is called a cell. So cell and battery are same, only thing is that battery contains more than one cell, rest thing is same. So basically a cell has two electrodes. So this one, this is two, a positive one and a negative one. They are immersed in an electrolytic solution. So this is an electrolytic solution. So now what happens, these electrodes exchange charges with the electrolyte. So with the help, since if we put these two electrodes in contact, they cannot exchange the charges. What happens when they are immersed in this electrolytic solution, they exchange charges with the help of this electrolytic solution. Now the positive electrode has a potential difference V plus, so this has a potential V positive, and this must be greater than 0, that means this is positive. What is the meaning? Meaning this has a potential that is more than the electrolytic solution. Now let us see what is. So this is marked as A. This is marked as A. Now this is adjacent to this solution, electrolytic solution. Similarly, the negative electrode develops a negative potential. There is a negative potential on this negative electrode, that is minus V negative. See, this is again in minus. This potential can be greater than or equal to 0. This V negative can be equal to 0 even if, so let us see, this is definitely positive. Even if it is 0, still this is a higher potential, current will move from this to this even if it is 0. Let us say it is not 0, then what will happen? So here what we are saying is that not V minus V negative is greater than 0. We are not saying that this quantity is greater than 0. What we are saying is V negative is equal to or greater than 0. That means V negative is positive, but there is also a sign negative. So if it is greater than 0, that means this quantity, only this one is positive and there is a negative sign. So this is always a negative thing. This is either at 0 or at some negative potential. If negative, then current flows from positive to negative. If it is 0, then again current goes from positive to negative. So now see, there is a difference. V negative is either 0 or greater than 0, but again see, there is one more minus sign. So this terminal is either at 0 or always at some negative value. This terminal is always at positive. This terminal could be at 0 or could be at some negative value. So this is the meaning. Now total potential difference. What is the total potential difference between P and N is V positive minus difference. For difference we take minus and again minus. So minus minus becomes plus. So this is V positive plus V negative. This is the total potential difference between these terminals. So this is total potential difference between these terminals. Now let us see. So now we have understood the battery. Battery has a positive terminal, a negative terminal. Both are immersed in electrolytic solution. This electrolytic solution helps the charges move from one electrode to another electrode, hence producing a electric current. Total potential difference is V positive minus V negative, that is V positive plus V negative. Now this difference is called electromotive force, EMF. Again the word force, just by seeing this word force we can think of this as force, but it is not force. It is always a potential difference. It is just a potential difference. This is something to remember. This is not a force. EMF is just a potential difference. Now how this EMF is shown? This is shown by this small epsilon. This is small epsilon. Okay. So this is shown small epsilon, and this E is equal to V positive plus V negative. Since this one was definitely positive, this one was either 0 or positive when without the sign. So EMF is always a positive quantity. EMF of any cell is always a positive quantity. Again they have told that, note that epsilon is actually a potential difference. As I said that this is only a potential difference, not a force. So sometimes this term is misleading, but again it is a potential difference. Now let us see what does this thing do. So let us understand the significance of this EMF. There is a resistance R. This is the resistance R, and A is current flowing, I flows from RC to D. So what does this mean? Let us again go back to the diagram. This is our diagram, and what is the description? So consider a resistance R. This is our resistance R, and that is connected to a cell P and N, that is connected to a cell as shown in this figure. Now current I is flowing in this resistor from C to D. So current is flowing from C to D. So current is flowing in this direction. Okay. Now what happens? As explained before, a steady current is maintained because of the flow from N to P through the electrolyte. So this is very important. So what they are doing, a current is flowing from P to N outside. A current is flowing from P to N outside, but just to maintain this current, some current also has to flow from N to P. There must be a current which is flowing from N to P to maintain this current. So that is the point here.